Good morning. So I had a no fake blog rule, and I'm standing outside. It's a little chilly because I don't want to be driving while I talk about this. And I also want to put a disclaimer at the beginning of this that what I'm about to talk about is pretty sensitive in nature. So this is not one of my fun-loving, driving through traffic, drinking my coffee sort of vlog. This is going to be a serious topic. I, on occasion, have done a couple, but this is probably the most serious one that I've done. And, basically, I'm just going to get right down to it. The statement that I want to make is friends don't let friends die. You don't just stand by and do nothing. To me, that's not being a friend. You may as well be the one pulling the trigger if you're just going to stand there and do nothing. And I don't really want to get into a lot of specifics, and I certainly don't want to, drag in names of people involved or whatever. So I'm going to talk very, very general, but the message is certainly there. Basically, what it comes down to is if you have a friend down the line who is talking about killing themselves, that is actually there, that actually has the tools, that is in the process. Excuse me. It's still in the morning. That's actually in the process of carrying it out. You don't sit there and do nothing. I understand that you may not want to call the police and get the police involved, but when you know that you have other friends that are aware of the situation, other people that are involved, and you can't do it for whatever reason, maybe you're too far away, maybe you're just too chicken shit, whatever it is, you can reach out to somebody else that is already involved, another friend, tell them what's going on, and have them carry it out if you can't do it. Put on my Facebook the other morning, that great disturbance you heard in the forest in the middle of the night the other night was insanity and cowardice smashing against my core belief system, and truly it was. And then I said, if you don't have the cojones to do it yourself, find somebody who will, because you're talking about life and death. You don't fuck around with life and death, not at all. I don't care if you're gonna hurt the other's feelings by, getting somebody else involved or whatever. When somebody's life is in danger that you care about, you act, you do something. You don't sit around and do nothing. If you sit around and do nothing, you may as well been the one that pulled the damn trigger yourself. If that's the means by which they choose to go, or whatever the method is, you may as well have been the one to do it yourself. You may as well be an accessory to freaking murder. To me, it is just that plain and simple. It's just that basic. You don't let your friends die. You don't. And for all the things that you are doing in your own life to try to, do whatever to, make it a better life. What the hell is it worth if your friends aren't there? If your friends aren't there to share it with you, family, whomever, what do you have? Nothing. It's nothing if your friends aren't there to share it with you, to share in whatever you're doing. You don't let your friends die. I mean, to me, it is such a freaking basic concept that it's in Harry Potter. And this is an example that I used while arguing this the other night. It's such a basic concept that it's in Harry Potter. You think about the whole, Peter Pettigrew, Sirius Black thing. Peter Pettigrew was a chicken shit, a coward. Because of his fear, he let his friends, James and Lily, die at the hands of Voldemort because he was too chicken shit to do a damn thing about it. He had a lot of other options. He could have died in their place. He could have fought. He could have told somebody and got other people involved if he couldn't do anything about it. What did he do? No, he just gave them up and let them get killed. Where Sirius is just like, I would have died. I would have fought. I would have done something. I would have died for them instead of giving up my friends, instead of letting my friends die. And to me, That is part of my core belief system. You know, I would be willing to sacrifice my own life, take a bullet for somebody else, for my friends, for my family, for whomever. You know, you don't let those things happen to the people that you love and care about. And I understand, people that are in this situation have a lot of stuff going on, and I'm not trying to minimize that at all. I know that I understand that once you've gotten to that point, that there's a lot of stuff going on. And we're talking about people who wake up every single day wanting to die. This could be the day, and they live like that in a life perpetually every single day. I understand that, okay, but that doesn't mean that I agree with, well, if today's the day, then, well, by all means. And that's what I was facing the other night. This logic of, well, okay, well, if today's the day, by all means, go ahead and do it. No, 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 you don't let that happen. It's like, I'm not going to get into, a whole bunch of, theory about psychology and all that stuff, because I'm just, I'm not an expert in that means, but it's just a basic part of my core belief system that, yeah, your friend has been through a bunch of shit. They are going through a bunch of shit, okay? But you don't just let them kill themselves. You just don't, okay? You do something to help keep them here, because there's always something better down there. There's a better life out there. There is. I truly believe. I'm sorry. I carry hope within me. Even if my situation is absolutely shit right now, there's something better down the road. I mean, sure, I haven't been through a lot of things that a number of people have been, but I've been in some pretty hairy predicaments where basically it was like, I was in a real shit position, and anything could have happened that could have been bad. And I really just don't want to get into details about that right now. But my life could have just absolutely hit the fucking toilet, even though it was down at the bottom at that moment. And yet I stuck it out, and something came along and helped me rise to the top. And that's where I believe in God. That's where I believe in God. Where in those low moments, something came out, and I was still okay. Even though it wasn't the best situation in the world, even though there was still a lot of crap and a lot of shit, I was still okay. And so, if I had been to a point, and it's just not me, but if I had been holding a gun or something, a friend should have come and helped me. It's just because things did get better, and there is a better life out there. You don't just stand there and tell your friend, okay, because you may as well just be holding the gun yourself. And to me, just stand there and do nothing. Even if you're not the one that can get there, if you're not the one that can, talk them down from the ledge or whatever, you get somebody involved. You don't do nothing. To me, that's being a coward. Because what do you have to lose at that point by getting somebody else involved? What do you have to lose? This person's going to kill themselves. They're going to be gone. So if you get somebody else involved, how can it get any worse by getting somebody else involved? If you can't do it yourself, it can't get any worse. So that's my message for today. I hope it came off okay. I hope I made my point as accurately as I wanted to. Friends don't let friends die. You die for your friends. Until next time.